Alright, so in this video we're going to be creating the model and the upload button for the upload video. We're not going to be doing anything but just creating the model. So let's make a Livewire, make upload video. And inside the blade template, I'm going to leave this blank for now. I'm going to go ahead and close some of these other tabs that we won't be needing. I'm going to go ahead and open up upload video inside the Livewire directory here inside Livewire upload video, and in there we need to add a toggle model functionality so we can create that nice neat model we had from the introduction. So to get started with, let's just create a boolean called model, and we'll set that to false. Then what we want to do is we want to create a function which is called toggle model, and we want to say on, important that you include this, use attributes on toggle model. And then in here we just want to say this model equals the opposite of the value, so it always change. So now if we go back into MaryUI, you can see we can go to the model page here, and in here we can get the very basic sort of a model, just with a title and nothing more. So let's go ahead and do that. I am gonna just call this upload video, and as you can see down here, we can actually attach this to a wire model. So why not go ahead and do that nice, saying wire model called model. And outside of that, we could add the slot actions now, but we don't need them right now, so I'm gonna leave it. Just gonna add in a title saying upload video, and just put some hello world text in here for now. So if we go back into navigation menu, we can go around where we have this drop down, and here we can create a button which is only showing if you're authenticated, because we don't want this to show for guests. And in here we can then say X button, label it upload video, and then say wire click. In this case, or actually we will not use wire here, we use add click for Alpine. This is an Alpine function, and we will just say wire dispatch toggle model. And we just want to have this as a class of btn primary. So let's go ahead and log in as a starter, because we haven't been logged in for a bit. Perfect. You now see this model here. So now what should happen is upon clicking on this, it should show, but it isn't. So let's check what's just going wrong here. So we have wire.dispatch, toggle model, we have this upload video model here, and we just want to make sure this is attached to this model. And outside of that, all I just want to do now is just to double check if it works now. Okay, let's try to die dump some value, see what's going on here. So it's not even calling that. I'm gonna try to restart the npm. Just going ahead to check that we haven't forgot anything for the button either. Just gonna try to see if this works. So nothing is still happening. So let's check. Add this into div maybe, just because sometimes Livewire does complain about that. And the only other issue I can see is obviously because we forgot to include it down here in the component. So we need to have this obviously listed in here for it to be able to be listened to. So now that we've done that, all we should see is a DIDOM now of 1. Perfect. So if I go back in, I can then remove the DIDOM. And it is now being triggered, but we just need to make sure that this is done correctly as well inside the upload video. Try to get rid of the div here actually. Currently there is no errors, which is a bit strange. Just gonna make sure we have actually included the correct place as well. So it should be the last one down here. We may as well also just add in the wire key of upload video. And outside of that, what else can we double check here? Let's just double check we're not missing anything for the model component. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add these actions here just to see what that will make it look like when we get to it as well. All right, so I guess the issue could also be here with the upload button is that while we are calling this in here, so if I go ahead and DIDOM this model at the end of it, it is set to true. The question is what's going on inside this model here. So I'm going to put this at the front, and I'm going to remove the ID because I don't know if the ID may be interfering with it. Yeah, that's it. So I believe if we go ahead now and remove the DIDOM, at the moment it is still showing. So what I probably want to go ahead and do as well is to make sure that we are not interfering with anything inside the component here. So essentially inside the navigation menu here, we're clicking and then we're dispatching the model. And the issue here is actually that we want to call this wire model, not model. So that's why it's consistently showing. But if I now go ahead, refresh the page, click the model, I can click outside of it and it works fine. So that's all for this video. We have now got the ability to go to account settings, to upload a video, model design and that. Only other thing I want to leave off with before I leave is just to actually get rid of this link for now, because we don't really want any links in here. And I'm gonna change the text in here to config app.name, and let's make this wire navigate and font mono and text to Excel. And there we go. And then in the next video, we are going to be working on uploading videos and chunking the uploads to make sure that we don't get any issues when we're uploading larger video files. So that's all for this video. Please hit the like button, the subscribe button as well, and I'll see you in the next video.